Welcome back to Pride. In today's video, we'll be bringing the boxing gym to your home. We're going to be training just as if you were one of my students in the gym with me. So first we're going to start out on the mat. We're going to stretch out the body. If you don't have a gym mat at home, you can use any comfortable area where you're able to do floor exercises. So first we're going to start off by stretching out. You're going to lay flat, feet together, arms all the way back. Breathe in. Exhale when you come up. Breathe in. Exhale on the way up. Stretch, reach for the toes, grab the shins. Also a good core exercise to get the core to start working. Control your breathing. If you do big deep breaths, you really expand the lungs and get the lungs ready for the tougher training. Once you feel you've stretched enough after doing that exercise, you always want to work the core, get the core burning before doing any boxing on your feet. I'll give you one of many core exercises that we do. We're just going to go same position, body is flat, hands relaxed by the jaw or temple. We're going to crunch up, shadow box, twist the body. 1, 2. You don't want to come up too high to a resting position. You want to be here, core engaged. All the way back, crunch up, shadow box. Both punches go straight down the line, straight towards the toes. Left shoulder's back, right fist is out, right shoulder's back, left fist is out. Twisting the body, using the core. This is a really good core exercise for boxers and MMA fighters. Gets the core burning real well, especially with the twist. Now, once you've worked your core, whether you did the exercise I just demonstrated or any other core exercises, once you get through your core routine, that's when you're really ready to hop up, start your shadow boxing. This is a good way to loosen up, get everything moving. So we're just gonna go a nice long 5-minute round of shadow boxing, moving the feet, start slow, and then start to speed yourself up. Make sure to control the breathing and add in a lot of defense as well. You can't just throw offense. Get your counters going, parrying and countering, parry, counter. Get that head moving side to side, keep the feet moving. So a good all-around round, but starting slow and building up speed. Now we completed our warm-up round, shadow boxing, throwing a little bit of everything, getting the feet moving, getting the head moving, adding in the defense. Today's training, I want my students focusing on their jab. So we're going to start with a round of shadow boxing. We're just going to go 3-minute rounds, and I want you to really start focusing on that jab. Focus on the technique, focus on the speed and the footwork. The foot positioning really helps with your jab. Depending on whether your back foot is loaded or not loaded makes a big difference. So by loading up your back foot, by lifting the heel, you're able to push off the ball of the back foot, pushing off the toes, and really snapping that jab, getting a lot of speed on your jab, doing a lot of damage with your jab, and setting up more off your jab. So in the gym, we'll be doing 3-minute rounds. If you have a round timer, you can set it for yourself, or you can just try to guess about how long it takes you to complete that 3-minute round, especially if you're starting to get tired towards the end. So you want to just pace yourself and give yourself a good amount of time for each round, trying to hit about 3 minutes. Now start following your jab with other punches. Follow up on that jab, mix in combinations, add in the defense as well. Focus on the jab, start off with the jab. You can double up the jab, follow it with that right cross. You can throw the jabs, squeeze in that right uppercut, okay? You can double up on the same side. Jab, left hook. Focus on your positioning, focus on your footwork. When you're throwing that jab, you're pushing forward, putting yourself a little bit closer to be able to land close shots. If I keep distance and just stay here, straight shots. my opponent comes in on me, then I can throw those close shots because he closed the distance. Try to mix everything together, focusing on the jab. Throw a lot of jabs. The jab comes so important in boxing. It's your lead hand. It's the closest hand to your opponent. It's the easiest shot to land on your opponent. There's not a lot of body movement, so there's not a lot telling your opponent that you're about to throw it. Comes naturally, straightforward, with a lot of speed. Focus on the technique. So today with our shadow boxing, we want to make sure we're able and comfortable to follow our jab with any other punch. We can throw the jab and throw a left uppercut. We'll try right uppercut. We can throw the jab, throw the right uppercut. Try slipping after throwing the jab. We'll throw the jab, we'll slip, throw a left uppercut. Okay? We'll throw the jab, we'll slip to our right, throw a right uppercut. Easy. Throwing the jab, stepping forward with the right cross. Double up the jab, right cross. Double up the jab, right uppercut. Try throwing a little bit of everything after your jab. See what you're comfortable doing. See what's a little more difficult for you. Those are the things you need to work on. So in the gym, while my student is shadow boxing, I'll be focused on their technique, their speed, the snapping their punches, and their balance. This is something that you could do for yourself if you're training in front of a mirror. This is why you always see fighters, when they're training on their own, they're shadow boxing in front of a mirror, watching their technique, watching their balance. You can also feel your balance. If you throw a certain combo and you don't feel balanced after throwing that combo, as if you can't move, can't roll, can't slip, or can't follow that combo, you should be able to throw more punches, move your feet, move your head, and get out of there comfortably. Otherwise, you're not balanced. So if you feel you're not balanced, you want to drill that combination, focus on the foot positioning, focus on your footwork, focus on where you're ending after throwing that combo to really get comfortable doing it. That way you feel real well and balanced. Now, once my student is done with their shadow boxing, we're going to move on to the century bob or the heavy bag. We're going to use the jab, focus on the jab, start landing jabs, not only to the head, but also to the body. Get low, jab straight forward, come up, follow that jab with that right hand. Don't forget, we're focusing on the jab, but we're trying to set up other shots as well. Use your footwork, focus on the jab. You can double up the jab, follow with the right cross. Focusing on the jab. A lot of snap in the jab. Use your footwork, create angles. I can move to my right and then jab to my left. So just to recap, important things to keep in mind: always stretch out first on the mat, loosen up the body, work the core, really get the core burning. This way you can keep that core engaged when you're doing your shadow boxing. It adds power to your punches, and it also helps with your posture and your back. You want to keep good posture, have a good strong core when doing those 3-minute rounds of shadow boxing. Try to do 3-minute rounds, focus on the jab. Remember to follow the jab with other strikes, mix in that defense. Then you want to move on to the century bob or the heavy bag. Focus that jab, make sure you're landing good clean shots, doing damage, setting up more shots, mixing in combinations. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Prime Martial Arts, turn on notifications for all future videos.